Everybody, we were talking today in Congress about multiplying double-digit numbers by a single-digit number. And we used the context of a store called Bama Fever Tiger Pride. And this store was 18 feet long, 9 feet wide. And it had to be split between the two college teams. And it needed to be, Alabama had to have 2 more feet of length than Auburn. So what we did was we broke this up. We could break it up into 9 feet and 9 feet, right? That would be 18. We could break it up into 11 feet for Alabama, 7 feet for Auburn, and that would be the same as 18 feet, right? But we also had to have only 2 more feet of length for Alabama. So we realized that we would want to break it up into 10 feet for Alabama and 8 feet for Auburn. Well, breaking this up really helps us make 2 easier problems than trying to solve the whole 9 times 18. And we're using the distributive property. Really, that just means that we're taking the number and breaking it into its place value places because that gives us a lot of zeros to work with, which is very friendly and quite a bit easier. So how we would solve it, we would multiply. Again, I'm looking for rows and numbers in a row if I'm trying to find the area. So I'm hunting all around and I see there's 8 rows and that there's 9 in each row. 8 times 9 is 72. So it'd be 72 square feet in this section of the store. And up here for Alabama, they have 10 feet of length. And how many? So 10 rows. How many are in each row? I don't see any kind of measurement here or here. But I know that when you're talking about a rectangle, sides that are parallel will always have the same length. So I can know it's 9, 9, that must be 9 as well. So 10 rows with 9 in each row, that must be 90 square feet of area. All I have to do now is take my partial product and my other partial product, put them together, and I'll have the final product for 9 times 18. And I see that 90 plus 72 is 162. So finally, we've got 162 square feet. Breaking apart bigger numbers into smaller numbers to make easier problems. That's how we'll be multiplying our multi-digit numbers. Let's look down here. If I had the problem, this area model represents the problem 3 groups of 45. That's what I'm trying to add up or multiply. So I'm looking around and I see rows, 3 rows, 45 in each row, but that's not a memory fact for me, and I don't know 3 times 45 right off the top of my head. So I'm going to break this into 40 and 5 because there could be 3 rows with 40 and 5 more, another row with 40 and 5 more, and another row with 40 and 5 more. I would write that like this: 40 and 5. I'm going to try to make it look like that's 40 and that's a little bit less, but it's only my drawing. I'm not going to rely on my drawing. I'm going to rely on my measurements and my data. All right, now I'm ready to go. What's the area of this section? I hunt around looking for how many rows, how many in a row. Bam, there's 3 rows, 40 in each row. So my problem would be 3 times 40. Well, 3 times 4 is 12. But this is not 4, it's 40. It's 10 times greater than 4. So since the factor is 10 times greater, the product will also be 10 times greater. So the area of this would be 120 square feet. And then this one, I see there's 5 in each row, but how many rows are there? I'm hunting all around and I don't see any number here to tell me how many rows there are. I don't see a number here. But again, I remember that sides that are parallel to one another will always be the same length. That's nice to count on, isn't it? So here there's 3 rows with 5 in each row. That's 15 square feet. Put those 2 together, 120 plus 15 is 135. So now I know the answer to 3 groups of 45. So we'll be breaking our factors, our double-digit factors apart, and creating area models. And you can be thinking about the store each time you do it, but we're really just making an area model that goes along with the problem. So have fun doing that. You'll have some practice tomorrow, and keep working on your multiplication facts fluency, because if you didn't notice, all of this was just your multiplication facts. I broke it into 10 and 8, 9, 5, 4, 3. Know your facts, right? That'll make it a whole lot easier. Okay, see you next time.